Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I wanted to go ahead. I know there's a glare. I have to wear these glasses for the next couple of days, so there's always going to be a glare and in my videos until I get my contacts. Anyways, so this is Rodney. I'm back. I wanted to go ahead and talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This was a good episode. I thought it was a good way to kick off the season. I have to say, hey, I must say that I was wrong. I was wrong. Um, Everybody knows, in my Phaedra Parks voice, Lisa Rinna is no longer a part of the show, or at least this season. Um, I know it's just the first episode because things could go downhill, right? Just because we have a strong first episode doesn't mean that the rest of the season is going to remain the same. But I have to say that some of you were right. Lisa, based off of this first episode, Lisa not being a part of the group, I think it does change the dynamic of the group, right? I think that EJ Global LLC, I think she has to come in and be a little bit more humble, right? Because now Lisa was like her right hand man, right? Now your sister is gone. You beefing with Dorit a little bit for the comments you made at BravoCon, right? Cal got a bone to pick with you. So in a way, Erica is on an island by herself, right? Garcelle really don't know about you. Sutton don't really know about you. Crystal, y'all ain't really got no relationship. So it's really low key Erica Jane by herself versus the other girls. So Erica had to come into this season, you know, and had to take a bite of the humble pie, right? So with Lisa not being there, that's going to make Erica more vulnerable, right? And that means that also she may start to kind of open up and build relationships with the other women. I also feel like with the crack that has happened with the what do y'all call it? Because I came into Beverly Hills like season 9 or 10, I can't remember. Even though I watched episodes here, that I never watched full seasons. What you call them, the Force 5, Fox Force, whatever. Now that's no longer right. It's a crack in that foundation. So it's like now it's kind of like every woman for themselves. I feel like it's an even playing field now. So maybe them putting Lisa on pause. Put me on pause. Remember, girl? Maybe them putting Lisa on pause was probably best for the group. I didn't think so at first, but based off this first episode, it probably was the best thing to do. Anyways, so PK, big self in the kitchen eating 2 bags of chicken. Girl, how you eating? Girl, how you eating barbecue and sour cream and onion? Girl, you know you got to be a big girl, but you to be eating 2 bags. Yeah. Anyways, there's a spiritual healer named Eagle Woman, and I forgot her right hand woman. What was her name? Night Rider. I can't remember the other lady's name. It was a corny joke, but it was so funny when he laughed and I laughed. So PK asked Dorit, how was Eagle Woman getting there? Is she flying? And then he chuckled at his own joke. When I tell you, I don't know why. Like it was a corny joke, but once he chuckled, I started laughing. Anyways, the confessional looks. Can I say something? I hate Garcelle's confessional look. That zebra, whatever that is, girl. Um, But you know whose confessional look I hate the most? Oh, some of y'all about to be shocked at what I'm about to say. A lot of y'all said that Dorit was a fashion girl. I really don't get fashion like that from Dorit. Somebody hit Dorit. Somebody described Dorit to a T online. Dorit reminds me of the dope boy girlfriend. She do. Dorit dressed like a drug dealer's girlfriend. Like every time you see her, she gonna be Chanel from head to toe, Louis Vuitton from head to toe, girl, Givenchy from head to toe. Like very much just like logo, 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 logo. And I don't like that. I hated that confessional look. Girl, she had Chanel right here. She had Chanel earrings on. She had a Chanel something right here in the middle. Then she had a headband on. Girl, what you got going on? Even Coco, even Coco Chanel said, girl, before you leave the house, take one thing off. Girl, Dorit should have took about two things off. I don't know. I like I said, I haven't been getting fashion from Dorit. Now, I didn't tune in Dorit's first couple of seasons on the show, but these last 2 or 3 seasons that I haven't been getting nothing from Dorit. Dorit give me regular schmegular girl around the way. She gives me dope dealer girlfriend. Who girl? The only time I feel like I'm fab, I have to be dressed down from like Coco Chanel from my head to my toe. Girl, Louis Vuitton from my head to my toe. Girl, it's like I'm like it's a lot. Cal's confessional look was, I mean, it was just an orange top. No, it was cute. It wasn't over but it was cute. Sutton looked cute. Who else? Girl, did they even show Crystal in a confessional? I don't know. Girl, did Crystal even talk? Um, who else? Oh, to me, Erica give more fashion. Erica Jane gives more fashion to me than Dorit. If I had to put anybody as a fashion girl on Beverly Hills, it would be Erica Jane over Dorit. Um, girl, I'm not gonna lie. When Dorit was posing before she left to go to Malibu, she was in the kitchen posing. Girl, why I thought about that time when her and Cal got into it. Remember when she was posing in front of that window? They had went to that retreat. Remember when Teddy had that retreat? And I think Dorit was late because she was upstairs, girl, posing in front of the window like this. Yes. Oh, they showed a flashback, a flash back clip of Erica Jane. I'm sorry, y'all. I know some of y'all don't like Erica Jane. Girl, when I say y'all, the white, some of the white, the white side of Twitter, y'all use the word iconic all wrong. Ever since y'all found out that we say iconic, girl, y'all done took the word and y'all call everybody and everything iconic. Girl, let me tell you something. Now, what was iconic, girl, that would go down in the history of Housewives to me is Erica Jane last year cussing everybody out. Girl, when they played that clip of Erica Jane cursing everybody out and gagging everybody and telling the girls that she didn't give a damn about nobody but herself, girl, Erica Jane was walking outside, still cursing them hoes out. When I tell you that was Housewives gold to me. Erica Jane was cursing everybody out in that house, girl. Erica Jane grabbed that coat, girl was still talking shit. I don't give a fuck. Girl, Erica Jane was cursing them out, girl. Everybody was sitting there gagged. Okay, you better gag, girl. Anyways, Erica Jane. Erica Jane is skinny. She says it is hormones. Just like Dorit said. You mean OZEMPIC? Okay. You know what that means? I can't stand his ass, but it was my song though. But yeah, girl, she spelled Ozempic. However you spell Ozempic, girl. Erica Jane. It's sad because any other girls who lose weight now, girl, we automatically gonna say they on Ozempic. Okay, girl, she on Ozempic, girl. Lisa. So it looks like Lisa quit for real. So this is what I was talking. Shout out to Carlos. Carlos Harris. I was talking to Carlos Harris, and basically I was like, so Lisa did quit. So it sounds like to me like Lisa quit, and then she probably like was like, "Girl, I'm gonna come back," and then Bravo was like, "Girl, nah, you can stay gone." So she got ahead of herself. So Lisa quit, I guess, and now Erica feels like she's kind of like on an island by herself because girl, her homegirl is gone. They go outside. The spiritual healer, they're there. They start to talk. Dorita addresses Erica. Erica says that she didn't want to answer the question, and basically, long story short, she was giving good TV. Listen, this is the thing with these reality TV shows. The girls, they get, they have to give us a show, and sometimes, whether you do it purposely or not, sometimes people who they like on the show, like their friends, they may get ran over, right? I do believe that Erica got caught up in the moment. It's still not an excuse to like kind of like throw your friend marriage out there like that. But I do believe that Erica got caught up in the moment. Girl, you sitting in front of Rob, you sitting in front of all these people, girl. Like she said, I'm a showman. They asked a shady question, I gave a shady answer. But it's also like, girl, you could have said somebody else. Girl, you have to say me. Girl, but when Erica Jane said, girl, when Erica tried to flip it on Dorit, and when Erica said, Dorit, is your marriage strong? When I tell you everybody gagged, even Dorit had to gag. Now, no tea, no shade. No tea, no shade. It's almost like, even though I said what I said, even though I said what I said, if your marriage is not on the rocks and if you're okay, then you shouldn't be bothered by what I said, because you know what this is about. You know we have to kind of be shady. You know we have to kind of just, put on the show, right? That's what Eric. That's pretty. I could, and we not considering girl. In case y'all ain't know, girl, PK and Dorit done split. So is that why you were kind of upset, Dorit, because you knew it was some truth to what Erica Jane has said? Not to make excuses for Erica Jane, but was that why you? Is that why you were upset? And then it doesn't make it any better. Later in the episode, you met up with Kyle and started talking about how this is the first time ever in your marriage you thought that you and PK wouldn't make it because you felt basically, I guess, after last year after that stunt y'all pulled about that robbery. Girl, let me shut up. Girl, you felt kind of like PK wasn't there. I guess he was like going back and forth, taking care of business in London. Sutton says the only rumor she's ever heard is that night that PK got. Remember PK? I know somebody. This wasn't on the show. I don't think it was on the show. PK got arrested. Basically, he was over the limit. I don't think he was like drunk, but when he did a breathalyzer, girl, he was still over the alcohol limit. And they say that a woman. Sutton said she heard a woman was in the car. Erica Jane starts to cry. I believe Erica Jane's tears. I do. Listen. I know a lot of y'all don't like Erica Jane. I like Erica Jane. I understand why some of you don't like Erica Jane because of the whole victims. The victims and the money and all that stuff. But I've always kind of like been on the fence about that. Like I don't know if Erica Jane knew everything. A part of me feels like maybe she probably questioned like, girl, my husband make a whole lot of money. How he make this money? But girl, that ain't none of my business, right? And she turned her head. But I mean, Erica Jane hasn't been. I don't think like her. I don't think she's been indicted for anything. She hasn't been charged with anything, right? Am I wrong or right? So I feel like I don't know. And just because you're not charged with something don't mean that you ain't did nothing. I mean, because you could still have done something and got away with it. I can understand. What I'm trying to say is this. I'm starting to ramble. What I'm trying to say is this. I can understand from Erica's point of view how she, like she said, girl, I was turning into a bitch, girl. I had the whole world coming at me left and right. I ain't know if I was coming or going. I didn't know what was about to happen. And so it was kind of like, girl, everybody can get it. I understood what Erica was saying. Um, and I believe that Miss Thing was going through it. Kyle addresses Erica Jane. She expected more from Sutton and I guess the rest of the group. Girl, let me say something. When Lisa, girl, Kyle pretty much said Lisa wasn't lying. I told y'all last year. This is the thing. This is what I know. Sometimes when people don't like people, they let the fact that they don't like them judge the situation, right? You don't have to like Lisa. I told y'all Lisa was not lying. Now, was Lisa probably exaggerating about when she was like, oh my God, I was so scared. I had to lock myself in the room. Yeah. Lisa was putting 20 on 10 when it came to that. But the stuff she said, Kathy said, I believe Lisa said. I believe that Kathy said it. And Kyle knows that Kathy said it. I don't know why Kyle expects Sutton, because this is the thing. I don't know how it works in those rich people groups, but I know from what I've heard, girl, it's all about girl who you know, the parties, being a socialite, and Sutton is not about to fuck up, girl, her being invited to the parties and being a part of the in crowd and the rich girl group over a show. You want Sutton to stand up and say what to Kathy. You ain't saying nothing to her. And just like Garcelle said, the two people that were coming at you left and right, which was EJ Global LLC and Billy, okay? Girl, you ain't said nothing to them. So what the fuck you want me to say? Girl. You had Erica Jane and Lisa Rinna coming after you and your sister. Girl, but you want us to step in and do what? And you ain't said shit to them. So what you want me to say? Girl, hello? Kyle in her confessional says what Garcelle is not getting is that my sister created all of this. I think Garcelle get it. I think Garcelle is saying, girl, even with Kathy doing what I think she probably did, the two people who, girl, made it their business to make sure that this was brought onto the show, you ain't saying shit to. So what you want me to say? That's what Garcelle was saying. And Sutton basically said, I don't give a damn. I'm not messing up what I got going on outside of this show because you want to let these heifers do whatever they want to do between you and your sister. Because I'm still going to the party on Saturday. Okay? I'm still hanging around the who's who of Beverly Hills. Sutton meets up with Jennifer Tilly. Sutton basically is rich. Girl, Sutton Sutton got a whole lot of money. There's a whole lot of money in this mother. Okay, shout out to Bia. Okay. But Sutton is rich. She basically says that when she got married, they were on equal footing. She was working. He was working. Then she got pregnant. Then I guess I'm not gonna say she was forced to. It was a choice. She decided to stop working. At that point, he put her on an allowance. I guess the allowance stopped at one point, and she said that basically, she's never going to put herself in a situation where she is in that situation again, basically, and that financial freedom is the best thing, and that's the thing she's teaching her children, especially her daughter. I said, I know that's right. So I'm not mad at Sutton. Sutton says that she basically wants to, I guess, brag and show her husband, even though God done took all that money. That girl, even without that $300,000, she get $300,000 a month in spousal support. That even without that money, I can still survive. I'm smart, basically. She just want to brag to her husband. But like she said, I'm not no fool. I'm not gonna stop getting the 300,000. Okay, I'm not gonna stop getting the spouses. But now, bitch, mama ain't no fool. I said, I know that's right. I just want to show him that girl. I done built a lot of stuff. Now, Sutton, why we don't never see nobody in that stove? Sutton, you got that Sutton store, and I don't ever see nobody in that mother. That's what we trying to figure out. I see you and Jennifer Tilly in the store eating salads, girl, drinking champagne, but I don't see no customers. I don't think I ever seen any customers in that store. At this point, I just feel like it's taking up space. I want to know if Sutton makes money, if she's seeing a profit. Mm-mm. Erica Jane. Oh, thank you. I know somebody just said bless you. Thank you. Erica Jane goes to see her therapist. Erica, baby. First of all, I was like, why are they talking? Girl, I thought, girl, bitch, I thought Tom Girardi had about 72 hours to live because the way that her and EJ Global LLC were talking, they were talking like that man, like they had just caught wind that girl. The doctors told him that girl, they moving him to hospice, and he only got a little bit of time left. Girl, they talking like, girl, when he dies, when he died, like, do y'all? I know he old, but girl, Tom could still live to be 100 years old. You know what I'm saying? But the way that the therapist and Erica were talking was like they knew something we didn't know. When he dies, because Erica had you could die before him. Anyways, Erica says, "How do I have?" Girl, that's why I say, "Ooh, Erica." Erica says, how do I have empathy for my friends?" Girl, what? I don't know, girl. I said, Erica, girl, I'm so confused, bitch. How you damn near 70 years old? Talking about how do I have empathy for my friends? You're the same way you would want somebody to have empathy for you when you was going through or still going through what you're going through. You want people to show you a little grace, so you show the other girls a little grace. Cal. Cal, 7.5 months, no alcohol. Um, we are talking about Dorit says that her and PK, that was the first time she thought that her and PK wouldn't make it. Garcelle and her kids. All right. This was a part of the episode where I thought was very, very, a very interesting, a very good conversation. Garcelle takes her kids out for a picnic. Her two sons, the twins. And I bet y'all like, hold up, what happened? Mind your business. Just mind your business. All right, y'all. So we back. Okay, so where we left off is basically I was saying that you can tell that Garcelle and her sons have a good relationship. Um, Jade, I think that's his name. He has a girlfriend, so he's like in his puppy love world, right? Um, I forgot who brought it up, but someone said going back and forth sucks. Basically, going from one home to the next. Because I think they wrote. I think Garcelle and her ex husband they rotate weeks. Garcelle has him for 1 week. The ex husband has him for the next week, and that's when Jack said it would be much better if we didn't. When he said that, I said, "Ooh, girl, he about to tell Garcelle that he want to stay with his daddy." And we saw in the next the preview for next week, Garcelle mentions him saying he wants to stay with his father. Listen, I know I don't have kids. I don't want no kids. Okay, I can understand how it could be like just hard to take in, especially when your kid come and tells you, "I want to go stay with the other parent," right? I don't think it necessary. I'm going to say based off what I have seen on this TV show, right? I think that Garcelle kids love her. And I don't think that him wanting to go stay with his father is a strike against Garcelle's parenting. I do believe that he probably feels it would just be best for me to get somewhere and sit down and be still because the truth of the matter is, mommy, you're always gone, right? In his eyes, his mommy is always gone. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Garcelle being gone, having to leave for work. Oh, we can talk about it right now. Um, Girl, the people they out here. You know those things where you can ride. You know those like those big bikes. Everybody has pedals. It could be like 10 people on it. Girl, the people they driving by on one. Anyways, we'll talk more about Jackson his wanting to move next week. So, what somebody said we're already at DAS for a year, and then Garcelle said it wasn't a year; it was 3 weeks. Can I say something? This is what I want everyone to understand. I didn't like how there were so many people in the comment section coming for especially Jax and how he felt. You have grown ass women, grown ass men out there who can't go a day without talking to their husbands or girlfriends or boyfriends. Girl, y'all go more than 10 hours and y'all having a fit. So it's hard for me to understand why can't some of you understand that for a child who hasn't seen his mother in 3 weeks, how it could feel like a year, even though we know that it's not a year. Y'all act a fool when y'all husbands and wives and girlfriends and boyfriends and side chicks and side niggas don't call you by the end before 10 o'clock at night. Y'all swerping down, girl, it's been 5 years. So why can't some of y'all grasp that that's how this child feels about missing his mother? Hello? I feel like sometimes I have to break stuff down and use certain examples to make a light bulb go off in some folks' heads. Girl. Because I know y'all just understood the analogy I just used. Right? Um, Garcelle tells them, this is your chance to vocalize about how we run the household. Garcelle has created, I want to give a shout out to Garcelle. Garcelle has created a space for her kids to feel comfortable having an honest conversation with her. The truth is, based off of the comments that I saw online, y'all don't give y'all kids the same grace. Even though some of the stuff I felt like Jax was saying was wrong, that does not negate that that's how he feels. Do I believe that Jax at 15 years old, it's a possibility, right? Everybody grows up differently. But do I believe that at 15 years old, Jax just has it all figured out and he can take care of himself? Absolutely not. That's how he feels, but girl, no, you can't. But that's how he feels. I love the fact again that Garcelle has created a space where her kids feel comfortable enough having honest dialogue. And her kids not being afraid that if I say the wrong thing, if I hurt, that white girl, that white woman is trash. Girl, her dog literally just shitted right here, and girl, she walked off. And then y'all wonder why, girl, the neighborhoods be smelling like shit and piss. Cause y'all, no tea, no shade, not y'all, y'all, but y'all. Shout out to the diva, girl. Y'all literally just let y'all dogs walk around and just shit, and then just walk off, and there be a pile of shit just on the sidewalk. Y'all make me sick. Not y'all, okay? The people who do that. And I'm sure that might be some of y'all watching though. Anyways, but yeah, she gives them she creates a safe space for her kids to have this dialogue and them not have to worry about being cursed out or getting popped upside the head, right? Because I saw too many of y'all saying, "Oh, I can never talk to my parent like that," because your parents didn't provide a safe space for you, and more than likely, you're not providing one for your child either. She literally said, "This is your chance to vocalize how we run the house." She's told them the floor is yours. So you gave them the floor. You might not like what he got to say. This is the truth. Multiple things can exist at the same time. Once they get older, especially Jax, and if he starts a family, right? If he has a wife, kids, or hell, a husband, kid, whoever he decides to be with, right? Once he has a family, and especially if he has kids, he'll start to understand some of the things that comes with being a working parent, right? Right now, he probably doesn't understand all the ins and outs, right? Garcelle has to provide for her kids for her, right? Also, Garcelle has decided to take, to be in a field where, acting, where sometimes she has to travel and she may not be around as much, right? So Garcelle is also living out her dreams, but also in the process, she's making sure that she provides for her family. Even with Garcelle having to go to work, it still does not take away from the fact that she is not there. And if they feel the times that I need you, you're not here, that's what they're going to focus on, right? They can't they probably don't really comprehend that, girl, mommy is out, mommy's not here because she has to work and make sure that she pays the light bill and the mortgage and, this private education. I don't know, girl, what bills they got. I'm just saying, right? They probably don't understand that. They only look at it through a lens of, when I got sick on Friday, you were not here, right? Garcelle, hopefully sooner than later, the kids will start to understand, and it may not be until they get grown and start to have families, if they have families, right? Oh, I see what mommy had to do. Mommy had to go to work. No, she was not there, but it wasn't like she was ripping and running the streets. Mommy had to go to work. So hopefully, they'll understand that. He says, I like more freedom. She says, I feel like I give you enough freedom. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know a lot about Garcelle and her kids, but I see Garcelle giving them freedom. I don't know how much freedom he wants. He also says that, she says, I feel like you don't let me parent you. Like when you get sick, you won't let me do X, Y, and Z, right? His whole thing is, the stuff that you're trying to do now, you should have been doing that 2 years ago. He says, most of the, basically, I know, most of the stuff I know how to do, and I know how to live. I know how to do that by myself. I mean, girl, I'm like, girl, he talking like he 35 and not 15. I'm not gonna sit here and say, Jax, you most of the stuff you know how to do by yourself, but I mean, girl, the truth of the matter is, at 15, you know how to go into the kitchen and pour. If you get sick, you know how to go in the restroom and get a spoon and pour you a tablespoon of NyQuil. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it's stuff like that. I can kind of get where he's going, but it's also like, Jax, you still 15. Um, are you saying I wasn't your mom then? He says, yeah. Girl, when I tell you, bitch, that other twin looked. The other twin said, hold up, nigga. Now, hold up, nigga. You can look brave in front of this camera. You can tell that Jax is a very vocal. He's very honest. I love the conversation. I did. I love the fact that he was able to express himself. He at some points he did sound like a little grown man. I said, girl, look at him being all articulate and shit, and girl expressing how he feels. I loved it. I loved the conversation. I really, really did. But most importantly, I want to give a shout out to Garcelle for being able to give her kids a space where they're able to express how they feel. I think that's absolutely amazing. And then Garcelle also mentions that, with her mother pretty much raised them all the same. I think that's probably a lot for. I think that's the same for a lot of us. I feel kind of like feel the same way. Like I feel like like Garcelle said, you have to parent your kids differently because all of your kids are not the same. So the way that you parent this one may not be the way. You may not have to parent this one this way, right? This one may need a little bit more guidance than this one, right? Jax comes across as someone who you could probably release the range just a tad bit. Where Jaden, the other one, gives me kind of like, girl, you have to stay on his ass a little bit. Because he probably so goddamn girl crazy right now. You know? Anyways, Kyle and Mauricio. Do Mauricio got some new teeth? Because he can barely, maybe he been had the teeth. Girl, Mauricio look like he can barely close his goddamn mouth. Anyways, so Mauricio and Kyle, that whole conversation, I'm sorry. At this point, girl, I'm sorry. At this point, girl, they knew. At this point, I feel like they knew that, girl, this marriage is pretty much over. Oh, girl, it ain't hitting like it used to hit. Because that whole conversation to me was awkward as hell. It almost seemed like okay, let's go shoot this scene. It just seemed awkward to me. He didn't know how many tattoos Kyle had, which I think is weird. How's it your whole wife? Like Kyle said, maybe you need to start paying more attention to my body. He said he basically tries to tell Kyle that she needs to stop getting tattoos. That's enough. You need to stop. Cal basically let him know I'm a grown ass woman. I can do what the fuck I want to do. This is my body, and you can't do shit about it. I said, I know that's right, Cal. That was pretty much it. That was pretty much it, girl. The episode was cute though. The episode was real cute. All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.